Welcome back everybody, I'm Marcio, you're watching The Urban Man. Today got another watch review for you guys. It's going to be the SEIKO Fuyugeshiki. That one is one that I've been promising you for a while. Finally we're going to do the whole unboxing, going to tear off the stickers, going to put on the wrist, give you some specs, tell you my thoughts, tell you my negatives on that piece. And yeah, you guys can make the decision and see if it's the watch for you. Now this is a limited run, I'm sure you can still pick them up. This one I've actually owned for a while and it's just been lying in the box in the cupboard. But yeah, today we're gonna get this bad boy open. So I'm sure you can still find them. It might be a little bit tricky finding one of these pieces, but yeah, if this one, if you like the whole concept and the whole design around this piece, there's tons of other great colorways that you guys can choose from in the Presage line. Quick wristwatch check. Got this SEIKO. Well, not really a SEIKO. Let me come a bit closer and just show this quickly to you guys. Yeah. Now this is a mod that I've done from the ground up, and I used a couple of pieces from my old watch, mainly the bracelet and the movement from my SKX, but yeah, I had to get a case and crystal and dial and hands and all of that. But what I'm going to be doing is the next review video that I do on a wristwatch, it's going to be on this guy. I'll give you some specs on her. I'll just show you, I got some footage of me actually building her from the ground up. I'm going to chuck that in the video, and that will be the next one. Without carrying on too much, guys, let's dive down and check out the SEIKO Fuyugeshiki. Alright, so when you purchase one of these bad boys, this is what you can expect to get. Just a white cardboard box which opens as so. Nothing else inside there but a box. I'm going to pull that, put that one side, and this is what you get. Some transparent paper, pop that open, and you get a nice little card. SEIKO Presage Fuyugeshiki. So this whole watch is inspired around this cocktail over here. And then it also gives you a little description of the inspiration, the man behind the inspiration, and yeah, it's inspired by a cocktail that was created in Japan by this creator. I'm gonna butcher this guy's name. There's his name of this famous bar in Japan. All right, and then you got a nice cardboard box with a SEIKO Presage. It's got like a steel plate over here that's glued on, and then that is going to open like so. All right, in the inside there, SEIKO Presage limited edition, and it's got a nice, like a softish leathery sort of texture to it. You get a book as well as your warranty card inside there in the book. We're not going to go through the instructions, so it's just the instruction manual and the worldwide guarantee. Right, put all of that one side. Okay, bubble wrapped, and nothing else inside the box. That's all you're going to get. So let's close that. Let's put this one side, clear up space here. Okay, so obviously I imported this, so they've just taken some extra care to make sure it gets to me in one piece. And oh, there we have the star of the show. And the model number, reference number, does it have it on? Yeah, there we go. There's the reference number, SSA385J1. We can already look at the movement. As you can see there, it's the R4R57 automatic and hand winding, second hand hold mechanism, 29 joules, and water resistant 50 meters. So definitely not going to be getting this guy wet, but it's more of like a dress sports watch. But I mean, just look at that dial, guys. Look at that dial. Man, let's get it off the cushion here. There's also another little tag over there. So this is a butterfly style clasp. So you just press the two deployment clasp there and it pops right open. Get the cushion out. Let's get rid of these tags here. How am I going to get rid of this? Okay, I'm going to have to resize this as well, probably in any case. So I'll get rid of those tags in a second. This tag we can get rid of though over here. This tag we should be able to get rid of. Let's try get rid of this tag for now. That should just pop through there. And there we go. That's one tag at least gone. All right, so let's get a little bit of a closer look at this guy. So yeah, the second hand is stopped at the moment. Let's give it a little wind. I know sometimes you give it a little shake and there we go, just to get that mechanism going. And you can see that second hand there ticking away. But I mean, just look at that dial, guys. I'm going to just try and get in the light. Look at those hands. That second hand has got this nice blue tint to it. It's got a power reserve there on the side from empty running all the way to 40 hours. I think actually the time is 41 to be exact. You got a date complication there down at the 6 o'clock position, and then SEIKO Presage automatic there on top. The SEIKO on the top is applied, and all those hour indices are all applied on there. But I mean, that dial is just stunning. Look at that dial, and those dolphin style hands are damn beautiful. Besides that, okay, also the second, as I said, that you got a high polished applied indices. Your hour, minute hands are all high polished dolphin hands, and then you got your second hand there in blue. Your power reserve, the tip of it is in blue as well, and then that date complication hand is also in blue. At the bottom, it says, I'm going to see if we can get it a little bit closer there, made in Japan. And then I cannot actually see that. That writing is so small there on the right. Let me just move that out. I just want to see if I can. I have no idea what it says over there on the right hand side. But on the left hand side it just says made in Japan. As I said, this is a Japan import, only available in Japan. Okay, let's see these complications quickly. So I'm going to pull it out. Well, let's give it a little bit more of a wind, get that power reserve up. So we can see that power reserve as I turn, building up. There's 10 minutes. A lot of people think like, oh, 5, 10 turns and then or 15 turns and oh, it's going to overwind. But I mean, you saw how many turns I did there, and look how long it takes for that power reserve to build up. So yeah, don't be, especially if your watch has been lying and it's completely dead, not moving, and you need to give it a good wind. Don't be scared to give it a good 30 turns or so. Get that power reserve up. All right, let's peel off these stickers for the meantime on the bracelet. Get that off there, and peel these stickers off here at the back. Let's go to this side here and over here. Hey, that's actually a very pretty bracelet, really nice. So looking at the bracelet here, you can see it's all pretty much, well, not all pretty much, sorry, you got, let me just get in focus there, you got brushed outer links, and then the center link is also brushed, and then high polished on these other two links there. Moving on to the case is practically all high polished. You can see over there, it's got all high polished around the bezel there, on the sides of the case, the lugs, everywhere is just a nice high polished finish. You got the SEIKO logo there on the side, on your crown. I'm going to check out the crown features just now. Just want to have a quick look at everything. You got an open case back there, open display case back with a nice gold rote over there saying SEIKO and the jewels and a movement. It's not the most attractive movement, but not bad by any means whatsoever. Trying to get in focus as much as possible there, guys. Right, then looking on at the writing here, so as you can see, it's a limited edition. This is number 2300 of 7000, so there's only 7000 of these available. It just says SEIKO there on top, made in Japan over here on the right. What else can we see? It's just got some serial codes and numbers over there. On the side here, water resistant 5 atmospheres, and then stainless steel or 5 bar. And also just a high polished on the case back. Now your end links are not solid end links, as you can see there, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but yeah. So let's just check out these crown features quickly, and I'm going to give you some specs then as well. Pull it out to the first position and let's see what it does. Okay, you can see the date complication there moving. Remember guys, if you've got something with a date complication automatic, between 9 and 3, do not adjust your date complication, rather pull it out. Let me just see, next, and you can see there it hacks. So if you've got a date complication and you are in the upper half of your dial, your handset, your hour handset, sorry, that is your hour handset, not your minute handset. If your hour handset is in the upper half, then just rotate it until it's passed, and then you can adjust your date. What's the date even today? I don't even know what the date is today, so I'm not even going to worry about that too much. I'm not going to worry about that. Let's close it. Okay, some specs now. Let me get my watch off here quickly. And I'm going to size her now, and then I'm going to show you some nice wrist shots, but just so you can get a more or less feel of what she looks like on the wrist. Just so you can get a more or less feel. And for reference, my wrist size is 3¼ inch. 3¼ inch. 3¼ What the hell is 3¼ inch? My wrist, if I had 3¼ inches, that would be, I'd have a pencil stick wrist. 7¼ 7½ inch wrist. Oh damn, things you sometimes say when you're just blabbering on. Okay, as I said, it's got the 4R57 movement. It's also automatic hand winding, 41-hour power reserve, stainless steel. The crystal is a Hardlex crystal, boxed Hardlex crystal. As you can see there, if I turn it, check that crystal out. I know it's not sapphire, but I mean, it still looks freaking amazing. Okay, clasp, deployment clasp as shown at the bottom, butterfly style deployment clasp. I got my cheat notes over here. 5 meters water resistant. As you know, this is not really a dive watch, so not going to be wanting this one wet, just like if you wash your hands, splash a bit of water on it. Now the case size diameter, you are looking at 40.5 millimeters, and the case thickness, this is where a lot of the controversy comes from. Case thickness is 14.4 millimeters. Grab my vernier here so you guys can check that out. We can confirm this together. Okay, I'm getting about 14.7 with my vernier. The case diameter, we're going to just confirm that now as well. There you go, 40.36. Let's check out the lug width quickly. 47.4, so not a big lug width, and sorry, lug width, lug to lug length, and your lug width, you're looking at 19.5, it's 20 millimeter, basically 20 millimeter. So those are the dimensions, but yeah, the main talking point of this in terms of dimensions will be that thickness. So a little bit of a controversial one, but I don't think it looks that bad. I want to size this up quickly, and then we're going to get some wrist shots outside. Alright, so here we are outside with the SEIKO Fuyugeshiki. Quick wrist roll check. And man, does she look beautiful out in the sunlight. Get it out in some natural sunlight. Try not to cast too much of a shadow over her. Very legible, as you can see, even from this angle here. Let's just take a look at that wrist, that thickness again. Obviously coming in at 14.8, quite a bit of a chunky one, but man, that date complication, it doesn't look that bad at all. If you're buying it for a dress piece, maybe yeah, that might be affect your purchase, your buying purchase for this thing. But if you're buying it just for a casual wearer, sports sort of watch, then you can't go wrong with her. Look at that beautiful dial. Just look at those textures on it. Oh man. And there we have it, the SEIKO Fuyugeshiki SSA385J1. Beautiful, beautiful piece, but it does come with a few little flaws, which I'll name now, being one, obviously the thickness. A lot of people will find the thickness a big put off. For me personally, I don't mind at all. I just think this piece looks exquisite, and I don't mind that thickness, especially if you're not using it as a dress watch. If it's just a casual watch, it's perfect. Size 40 millimeter, also perfect. For my wrist size, at least that is. Maybe if you've got a just over 6-inch wrist, it might be a little bit too big for you. But the lug to lug being 40, it was around 47, 48 mils, also perfect sweet. Another little flaw that I have with her is the end links aren't solid. The clasp being butterfly, getting a perfect fit is also a little bit difficult. You either find it just slightly a little bit loose, as I had to put her here, because if I take out one extra link, it's going to be just too tight on my wrist and being uncomfortable. So that's one little other flaw that I have, but you can always strap on a leather strap on her here. She'll look just as beautiful with a leather strap. Lug width is perfect at 20 mil. You can get tons of strap options for her if you want. Power reserve 41 hours, so just under 2 days. That's fine, I feel, for this, especially if you're going to use this as a daily wearer. 2 days, I think, is more than enough for most people. Well, you can say a day and a half. So overnight is not going to be an issue of any sorts. Being all polished, that can also be a bit of a con. You know, it would be nice to have just some bit of contrast on the casing, have a little bit more polish, brushing on the casing, just to make that polishing stand out. It does stand out, don't get me wrong, but when you have like the sides maybe brushed and then the top polished or something, you know, it just brings it out more. But this dial is just exquisite. 50 meters water resistant, not the greatest. I wish it would have maybe been 100 at least, especially if you're trying to get into that sports sort of segment. But yeah, this is the Presage line, so it is more leaning towards that casual daily dress watch sort of thing. So yeah, 50 meters you'll have to live with. And besides that, I mean, for the price point that you pay, what you're paying to get this guy, as opposed to some of the other Grand Seikos with the similar sort of finished dials and that, I think you're getting a great piece. That domed hardlex crystal, it just looks magnificent especially in the sunlight when you're moving it around. Plays so nicely, just that slight distortion, but the dial is so legible and clean, and that touch of blue on the hands. It's just a great piece overall. Overall, I'm really extremely happy with this piece, and I'm gonna wear it for many, many happy years. Anyways, guys, if there was something else that I missed on this piece or you'd like to find out, ask me. Please don't hesitate. Drop it down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. There is another variant of this without the date complication, and it brings that thickness down to, I think it's around 11, 12 mils. It's 11 mils if I'm not mistaken, and doesn't have the date complication like this one. It's just got a little date window on the side if I'm not mistaken. But they are limited, so if you do intend on grabbing one of these, please go and check it out sooner than later, because yeah, even finding them now is probably going to be a mission. But there's other very, very nice dials in the Presage line. Just go have a browse and look. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Tongue twisters coming out of me. I appreciate you watching. Please give me the like, give me the thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Next watch video is going to be that custom mod SKX that I did from the ground up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers for now.